Welcome in, race fans. It's Jason with First Gear Network coming to you live from Kansas Speedway. Tonight we've got First Gear racing with the Truck Series, round 9 here at Kansas. We're going to bring you live coverage of tonight's race. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our details for you and get that started off here. Race info for tonight. We are scheduled for 134 laps. We have our stage break set at the end of lap 30 and the end of lap 60 tonight. We're going to see a rule change in effect starting tonight. We've run the first 8 weeks with the choose cone and the choose rule for restarts and such. And after last week, we had some craziness with the rules, and the commissioners decided we're going to go ahead and pull that. And we're just going to have standard iRacing restarts now, so you'll line up with how you're set by your position. So that'll be a change that we see tonight. Track information for you. We've got an ambient temperature of 70 degrees, 44% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and a 10-mile-an-hour wind. Track temp is at 74 degrees Fahrenheit. We are racing in the evening and the sunset going in night, so that will drop a couple degrees as the sun sets and night comes over and the lights come on. Probably be closer to about 70 on the track temp, so these trucks should gain a little bit of grip as the evening goes on, and we should see some pretty good racing. Pull up the tower, take a look and see where everybody's at. So right now we've got 23 drivers registered for tonight's event. 21 have taken a lap in practice. We've got 26 minutes left of practice here. We've got a pretty wide range of speeds here, as we're seeing our fastest times down to our slowest times are actually only 0.4 apart. It's pretty crazy. Checking on the board here, looks like Justin Sumner is our fastest on a timed lap so far in this session. 30.40, followed closely by Kyle Heath in the 13, 30.42. Todd Smith at 30.43, and we can take that all the way down to now Scotty Grove has registered a time at 30.98. Basically just over a half a second through the whole field for the fastest lap time. Looking at the board, actually, I was just double checking it here. It looks like timing and scoring can be a little iffy on how it puts it on my board here, but it looks like Todd Smith.
Can I have my paint back, please?
So yeah, the 66, the 1, and the 31 all pretty much run the same time, pretty close to it. Down to maybe the 10,000ths, and that has changed it on our display.
What do you want about? I said I want my paint back.
My bad if I rushed you up and pushed you up there in the fence, my bad. All good. No worries.
Let's take a look at some of the trucks on track. Pull up the driver info, get to know some of our drives here. Justin Sumner, again, in the 94 truck. Fastest truck on track so far. Twin City, Georgia. The old Todd Smith, our points leader. 66 Hot Wheels machine. Mr. Highside himself. I have a feeling he'll be finding his way up there, close to the wall around these corners as this race goes on. The one truck, a Donald Ray from Rockwall, Texas. An Exalta paint scheme on that one truck tonight. Looking sharp. Got the 31 of Brendan Decker. He's currently 5th on the board. From Kappa, Illinois. XPO Logistics. And the 27, who's spinning out into the wall. Hunter Davis. Ben Summerford. He's P7 on the board right now in that 32 truck. Fulton, Mississippi. Behind him in 8 is Joseph Klein in the 14 truck. Hooters on the back. RaceCPI.com on the side. Alex Fuller currently in 9th on the standings in the 28. Got a Harley Quinn paint scheme on that truck tonight. Hello, Puddin'. A little bit further back, Noah Milnes in the 84 Petronas. He's currently 12th on the boards. We got the 58, Adam Lowe out on track. Got himself a Ford, one of just a couple Fords in the field. Menards on the side in the back of that truck. Back a little bit further in the standings, we got 18th place, Michael Kennedy from Moultrie, Georgia. 52 Good Wrench Plus. Here's another one of the Fords, one of the other 2 Fords in the field. Samuel Carter, Hackleburg, Alabama. John Deere. Nothing runs as fast as a deer. Mark Owlett on the track in the 80. He's currently 22nd in the standings. Little rescue, reptile rescue on the truck. Audrey's Legacy. Reptile Sanctuary and Turtle Sanctuary that Mark runs. Up north there, our 51st state of Canada. There's Scotty Grove making a return to the track in First Gear Racing. Good to see him here tonight.
Sorry, down on.
Double nickel here to get it done tonight. See if anybody else we have on track we haven't seen yet. There we go. 45, Andrew Rose. Bright, lively colored Toyota. First Gear Racing on the side. Appreciate the support. Part of Rocky Top Racing. I think that covers everybody that's gotten on track. We have some drivers that haven't been on track since I started going through the introductory process, so we're not seeing all of them currently. There's Hunter Davis again. Last time we checked in on him, he was spinning. 27. He's currently P6 on the board. No info for him. He hasn't filled out a SDK driver info. That's all right.
Hello, Wall.
'66 is getting friendly with the wall already.
Sorry, Kennedy. I could have went up and given you a little more room. I had room.
About 18 minutes left to practice. Right along the roof here, Andrew Rose will go ahead and pull up the point standings in the truck series here. Right now we've got Todd Smith, P1 in the standings, 126 points clear of the cut line.
Radio check.
Andrew in second, Corey Crandall in third, Samuel fourth, Michael fifth,
Did y'all
Alex
got me?
sixth, Ben is seventh, Trevor Benz is eighth, Jareth Walker is ninth, Nolan is in 10th. And right outside looking in, we've got Joseph Klein and Trevor Gill, both in 11th, 17 points out of the cut line. And then we've got Ivan in 13th, Mark in 14th, Brendan in 15th, and Donald in 16th. Now again, that's after 8 races of 18 for the regular season. So tonight is our halfway point. Once we complete tonight, we'll be halfway through the regular season and halfway closer to the playoffs. So still plenty of racing to be done for these top 10 spots to make the playoffs. So we'll see how that changes going into next week after tonight's race. There's the Eagle.
What's up, Mr. Carter?
Currently P2 on the board.
What's going on, man?
Seven pinning in.
One bin.
Multiple crews at this track. We will see these trucks 2, 3, maybe even 4 wide tonight, even though 4 will be pretty tight going out of the corner, but a lot of room to run, a lot of space. Definitely be fast down low early. You really can carry the speed up high when the tires start to wear and the truck starts to just lose that grip. You can run up high and take it a little bit easier on the tires and manage it and still run some decent lap times.
Guys, that's it.
See the 13. Oh, he just cuts on there on the pit road. Looks like we're up to 24 drivers registered for tonight's race. There's the 20. Mr. A.L. Will himself. Dial up. Zachary Tyler is on the track. Looking at lap counts right now, just trying to get an idea of who's put the most laps into practice. It looks like our winner in that category currently is going to be the 80 of Mark Aulette. He's on lap 71 of his practice session tonight, so he's definitely put some laps down on the track. right now, checking the gap of the field. We are basically just 0.4 of a second from 1st to 24th on our fastest lap. So very tight pack for 24 trucks. Got to assume qualifying will stay that way as well. It's going to be about taking care of your truck, keeping it out of the wall like Mark just got into there out of turn 4. Taking care of those tires. Again, the first 2 stages being 30 lap runs. Push a little harder, I guess, in the shorter stages. We'll see some. It's kind of like a shorter sprint to try to get to the end of those stages and finish in the top 10 for stage points. But then when we go green after that second stage, it's going to be close to, about 65, 70 laps. We're going to have to run without any guaranteed cautions. So then there you're going to see a little bit of long run on these trucks. We'll see how they handle then, how it works out for these guys tonight.
Stay low up here. Stay low in the trouble. He's gone now. There he goes.
Low just jumped up the board to P6 in that 58 truck.
Putting in.
About down to 8 minutes left to practice. These guys got just a few more minutes to get these trucks set up the way they like. Make sure they got them prepped and ready to go for qualifying. And they'll be ready for race time here in no time. At least from what I'm seeing in practice, it definitely looks like the bottom is being a bit preferred. I don't know though, these trucks seem to run pretty well up high, certainly as the tires wear. So we've seen the 66, Mr. Highside himself, kind of running up in that neighborhood. momentum off the corner. There's the Ford. He just came off the road a lap and a half ago. Fresh tires, just kind of thread yourself through the field. That tire wear is going to get you after 5 to 10 laps. You start to feel the effects. 15 to 20, you start to feel it really getting tight. Certainly if you drive it hard. You can manage it here. Like I said, these first two stages being shorter stages, around 30 laps. I mean, that's kind of reminds me of like sprint races, almost like an official truck race. Jump into about 30, 40 laps and you just run hard and try to make it happen, get to the front and be there at the end. But seeing that we've got, stage 3 being a bit longer than those two first early stages, might see a little bit of long run longevity out of some of these trucks that can manage their tires a little bit better. Should be interesting. We got 5 minutes left of the session. We'll get prepped here for qualifying to start here in just 5 minutes. Jared, good to hear from you, brother. Sorry you can't be on the track with us tonight. We're missing you. Hope all is well out on the road tonight. Take care, be safe. Hopefully we'll see you back on the track soon, brother. Good to have you on air with us, though. Yeah, trying to keep these guys lined up. Yeah, trying. Trying. All right, 2 minutes left to practice here, folks. So we are right around the corner to qualifying. Looks like unless somebody goes out and throws a burner down, Justin Sumner's going to be our fastest in practice today. Again, the field really tight. We're gapped now to only
all right, guys.
0.3.
We got about 2 minutes here before qualifying. So I appreciate everyone coming out here for week 9 in the Truck Series season. We got 134 laps. stages are at 30 and 60. Those will be the completions of those laps. And we have taken off our choose rules, so we will line up for iRacing however they tell you. So you will follow iRacing directions on restarts, and no penalties will be cleared unless, somebody gets in a wreck and you have to pit before they get caught up. So if you have any questions, holler at me here real quick, and good luck tonight. Have fun.
Not saying I'm ever going to lead, but does the leader get to choose?
No, they do not.
I'd like to discuss that. I'd like to see if we can implement leader choosing their side later on sometime maybe.
All right, so confirmed in the drivers' meeting, the choose cone is gone, the choose rule is gone. We're back to iRacing lineup rules. Keep things a little bit better lined up here. It was a good test for the first 8 weeks. I feel like last week there was just a lot of errors and mistakes made that just make it really hard to police.
We do have penalties for this evening. The 09, the number 7, 23, 45, 52, and 97 do have EOLs for the start of the race. You are allowed to qualify, but we will give you an EOL as we grid up.
Penalties, penalties, penalties. I forgot about that list. Woo, we're going to have some fast trucks going to the back tonight. Let's see how that plays out. Now it's time for qualifying. See who jumps out on track first. Looks like the 80 and the 32 said, sign me up. Early outs on the track. .32 is taking the green. We got a few others out on track too. So we'll see this chart fill up pretty quickly. .32 is going to be the first one to make it across the stripe. .30.97, decent first lap. They're going to make that lap 2 work. This is where the tires are finally getting close to up to temp. Mark Owlett even pops a little bit better one off there on his first lap than Mark, 30.88. Followed by Adam Spear, gets a 30.80 on his first lap. Joseph Klein, a little bit faster, 30.79. Michael Ware says, hold my beer. Then Ben Summerford comes across on lap 2. 30.54, pretty decent second lap. That'll be a good qualifying session there. That'll get him a good spot, I feel like. Trevor Benz gets a 30.65 on his first lap. Adam Spear could only better up a 30.72 on his second lap, moves him to P3. Follow along with Trevor here. Mr. Ware in the 4 gets up to a 30.65 for P2. Here comes Trevor. Big swing. 30.57. P2. Ben Summerford's holding up in the first wave of trucks. Morgan Sterling, P5. Comes Ivan Deschamps. He is completing his first lap here. See what his time is. 30.89. Got Kyle Heath on his first first lap of qualifying. Looks like Larry Eddy made it in. That'll give us 25 for tonight. Cal's working that high line here on this first lap. Get that truck straight across the line on the apron. First lap, 35.67. Not certain what happened there. See if the second lap does him any good. Definitely going to be better than a 35. See how far up the ladder he can go on this lap. Right down on that white line. Down to the apron. Across the line. P1, 30.49 for the Eagle. Adam Lowe's on track. He just ran third best, 30.57 for his first lap. Larry Eddy just crossed the stripe to complete his second lap at a 30.53 for P2 on the board. Nice lap for Larry Eddy. Yeah, there's a lot of trouble last week, Jarrett. It's just that was mostly some lane changes and penalties and such. But yeah, there's a long list of guys that are going to the back. Looks like Mr. Lowe stays in P4. Let's see, Michael Kennedy in the 52. He's on his second lap. First lap was a 30.92. Like Alex Fuller jumps to P6 on his first lap, 30.59. Mr. Kennedy comes around. P4, 30.54 for him. So Alex is back to 7th, but he's on his second lap. This is what we call the money lap, lap 2. See if he saved anything in the tank to make this lap a little bit faster. 30.56, so 300ths faster on his second lap, moves him back up to 6th. Ahead of Trevor Benz. That'll move Trevor back to 7th. Then Brendan Decker comes in. His second lap takes P6 at 30.55. Let's see, Justin Sumner's about to complete his second lap. He's the fastest in practice. Across the line, 30.46. Put Fred up to the top. Donald Ray, he is on his second lap, coming across the line. Let's see where he ends up. P2, 30.47. All right, checking down the list here as we're getting close to the end of qualifying. I don't know exactly how much time we've got left. 3 minutes, 40 seconds. Following the 46 of Edwin James, Mr. Gingerbread Man himself, handing out cookies tonight. Chips Ahoy in his pit box. Just stop in, lower your window net, and they'll toss in a bag at you. You can have snacks for the race. Lap 1 for the Gingerbread Man. P18, 30.91. Running that kind of second middle line there, not right against the white line in the corner. A little bit longer way around. Still hovering, kind of half a lane up. Gonna use the apron to cross the line this time. P9, 30.55. Nice lap from the Gingerbread Man. Corey Crandall in the 35. He's out on his second lap. He is currently 20th, slowest on his first lap of a 34.66. Kind of following the Eagle steps. Taking a really slow first lap. Across the line. P12, 30.59. Zachary Tyler just crossed the line. Go P11 on his second lap. Hunter Davis is on track his first time lap here. Running the high side in that 27 truck. Down across the line he goes. See, where does that put him? P21, 31.09. So it's money lap time for the 27 truck. Here he comes. Looks like as he's going to complete his second lap. Andrew Groves in the 45, completing his first lap. 21st. 30.88. Hunter Davis did not better his lap time, or did it not update? There it goes, P14. It's taking it a minute. Scotty Groves also out on track. Gonna watch Andrew come by here to finish his, and then we'll go to Scotty. Andrew across the line. Ooh. P4 for Andrew, 30.53. Scotty's gonna be next. This is his second lap, money lap. Double nickel comes across the line. P16. Be a 30.6. Got Nolan in the 84. This is his second lap, money lap. Cross the line. P4. Nice lap by Nolan. And then last but not least, points leader, Todd Smith, Mr. Highside. Not going to be running high right now. Got to get that truck down to that white line. This is his second time lap. This is the last person to qualify. Down to the apron early out of 4. Across the line. Where does he go? P5. 30.50. We are basically 0.32 seconds is our gap. 0.3 of a second from 1st to 25th. Tight field, folks. This is going to be fun. Great qualifying session by everybody on that one. That was fun. Now it's race time. Time to grid up. Watch these penalties get dealt out. All that fun stuff. Get this field lined up, and we're going to get racing here. Looks like they're going to start handing out the EOLs, so we're going to watch that list. We're going to see the 7 going to the back. 45 goes to the back. 52. 97.
And great laps up front, you guys. Nice job on the pole.
That was an awesome session from front to back. I mean, 0.3 of a second between the whole field. Y'all are super fast tonight, super tight field. Good luck, everybody. Have a great race.
Todd Smith said, "Oh."
Tighten them tight. Get them belts super
Todd, you
tight,
running
boys.
for mayor for Alabama?
I've been wanting to venture out.
Well, I got a back to the closet penalty if you want to come with me.
Oh, no. You just stay in the closet, sir.
All right, we have gridded up.
Sundays off for church.
Looks like we had one truck not grid up, and it looks to be the 20 of Zachary Tyler.
Trevor, for some reason it has your name crossed out.
Well, there.
We going green this time, bro? Negative.
Meow.
There goes my pit strategy.
All right. Pardon the overlay's not loading. We're going to have to reset it again.
Sorry, I accidentally shut it off. My bad, Trip.
All good, all good.
There we go. Overlays are up. We're ready to go. Justin Sumner with that pole. Donald Ray on the outside of the front row. Second row is going to have the 13 and the 84. The Eagle and Nolan on the second row. And then you got Todd Smith, Ben Summerford on row 3. Larry Eddy, Adam Lowe on row 4. All right. Sorry, my lap counter is going to be off since we added a lap. It will adjust here shortly after a couple laps. Be good to go.
Green
Green
flag.
is out. Here we go. Cross the line. Here we go. Side by side. Got 4 stragglers back in the back on the inside, just kind of holding back a little bit. Inside line seems to get a great start as the 94 and 13 get clear. Come up the track on the exit of turn 2.
We got the apron a little bit. Whoop. Something you touched the apron too?
One truck's already working that high line, trying to carry that momentum out of these corners to get back to the side of Kyle Heath. Oh, once in the wall though, tried too hard there. Still got to the outside of the 13, just barely.
Yeah, I was going to try to save, but I don't really know if I need to. I really don't know what I need to do.
Me and you both, Bubba. Me and you both.
Great start by all these drivers. Looks like the 20 did start from pits. Great battle of the 13 and the 1 here. 13 runs the middle, 1 runs the high side. Carry about the same momentum that time out of the corner, but the 1 does close up a little bit. He looks to stay high. 1 and 2. Let's jump on the roof here. Oh, a crossover. The 1 says, let's change it up. Gets to the inside of the 13. There he is. Great move by the 1 truck, but he lets the 13 get down below him. Now the 13 has gone below the 94 as well. That momentum he carried has got him side by side for the lead with the 94, Justin Sumner. Now they get in single file again, but the 1 says, no, I'm going to take that bottom. Runs it down in there, pushes up a little bit. 13 follows him up this time, stays high this time. Front 3 have stretched it out by just 0.3 of a second over the rest of the field. crazy start here. This has been some really good racing already right off the bat, and these guys are battling it out a little bit and pulling away. Check a little bit further back in the pack. Tell most of the field stay in single file until you get to Trevor Benz, and then behind him, a little bit of everything. Guys running a little bit everywhere. Oh. Running up near that wall. Others behind him kind of carrying back a little bit. See Edwin James up 2 spots up to 10th. The biggest mover so far has been 14 of Joseph Klein. He is up 13 spots. Scotty Grove right behind him up 6 spots, and then Michael Ware is up 8 spots. So 11th, 12th, and 13th are your biggest movers. Looks like we had an issue for the 31. Go back and check that out if I can, maybe. Or it won't let me. Trouble for the 35. Oh! Corey Crandall with some net code. Heavy right front wheel damage to that 35. As the field tries to avoid him. I'm still not certain what happened to the 31 on that deal. That was weird. Yeah, Michael, it comes and goes on the overlay thing. I think it's only when I'm clicked into iRacing it shows it. Yeah, there it goes. And then it shows up. As I click away from it, it goes away. Got a battle here for the lead. Donald Ray to the inside of Justin Sumner.
Jason, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
In case you're wondering for broadcast, my monitor froze and I couldn't see nothing.
Copy that, sir. So that puts Andrew Rose a couple laps down too from his issues, so I didn't even get to see that. Early issues, Brandon Decker, 31, 35, and the 45, all with issues here early. That's going to put 35 1 lap down, the 45 2 laps down, the 31 has called it a race. Alright, we're on lap 15, so at the end of this lap we'll be halfway to the end of stage 1. .35's out there in front of the 94, doing what he can to not go down a second lap. that would give him the lucky dog when the stage ends. Joseph Klein up 15 spots to 9th now. Scotty Groves moved up to 10th, plus 8. Michael Ware still in 13th, but still up 8 spots from his starting spot. Biggest losers on track right now looks to be the 20 of Zachary Tyler, even though he started on pit road, so he qualified 14th, so it's just marking him -6 and 20th. And then right in front of
Larry, I
him,
had to lift a little bit there. She didn't want there.
is the 19th. He's down 6 spots.
You're all good, bud.
Take a look from the blimp. See all these different lines everybody's running. Everybody's starting to work up to the high side though in this camera shot. Kyle Heath has gotten by Donald Ray for second. Donald's kind of falling back and being challenged by Nolan for third. Or that one truck just ran out of steam here.
Thank you for the run there.
All right, so the 84 gets by on the high side. Looks like the 66 is going to leave side by side with the 1 here out of turn 4. Drag race down to turn 1. Still side by side. Looks like the 1 is going to lose out here. See ahead the 35 out there in the distance. Again, he's 1 lap down, trying to stay from going 2 laps down from the netcode glitch or whatever got him. That was really weird. Totaled the right front of that truck. Hit it hard in the wall, so now he's got to try to manage to stay on the lead. Well, stay 1 lap down, be the only car 1 lap down, which right now he is. Another 10 laps. Side-by-side battle for the lead as the 13 and 94 are starting to dice it up. Where does he go here? Does he run with them? All right, 13 looks low this time. Into 3 and 4. Try to get the drive off the corner. The 94 is going to have that momentum. Give each other about a half a truck in between them. 13 comes up just a little bit tighter into 1. 94 is carrying that middle line pretty well, but the 13 gets wrapped around the apron, right around that white line. And he has a nose out on the 94. Let's see if he can dive it in here and clear the 94, and he does. Does he slide job? 94 is looking to undercut. Crossover, maybe? Nope. Gets in line. New leader, 13, Kyle Heath. To complete lap 23. Now the 94 is back under, looking. Back from the rear bumper of the 13 truck. He's gapped about a truck and a half on the 94. Here comes company though. The 84 is coming. Closed up on these guys. And The 66 is right there with him. Donald Ray in the 1, battling for the lead earlier in this race, has fallen back to 5th, but he's kind of flatlined there. He hasn't dropped back any further. Larry Eddy in the 34 is back in 6th. He's up 1 spot from where he started. And in 7th, slowly but surely, is Scotty Grove. Double Nichols up to 7th. He's coming. See Trevor and Ben side by side right behind the 55.
Here. Jansport?
Looks like Trevor's going to hold that position and keep 8th as Ben falls back behind him in 9th. Scotty starts pulling away from those two. Another close battle looks to be the 14 and the 52. They're just outside the top 10, 11th and 12th. Got 3 laps to go in this stage. Check back out front. Looks like Kyle still holds that truck and a half, 2 truck lengths lead over the 94. The 84 is closed in more. The 66 is closed in even more on the 84 as they're close.
Meep, meep.
66, beep, beep. He looks to the inside here. Nope, stays in line. Just to double check. Pits are closed. Perfect. System is working. Goes for the dive. Oh, can't get it to stick.
My cojones ain't big enough to do no slide
66
down.
with the Carl Edwards slide right there. He was going to send it video game style. All right, last lap of the stage. Looks like the 13 is going to come across. Get him a stage win tonight. Stage 1 winner, the Eagle, Kyle Heath, followed by Justin Sumner, Nolan Mills 3rd, Todd Smith 4th, Donald Ray 5th,
Out.
Larry Eddy 6th,
Make sure
Scotty
you get
Grove
yourself something to
7th,
drink there,
Ben
buddy.
Summerford 8th, Trevor Benz 9th. Ben did get Trevor there at the end. And then Adam Lowe 10th. Those are your 10 points paying positions for stage 1. And that should line up the 35. Corey Crandall should get the lucky dog, being the only one lap down. I would expect pit
Pace
stops.
car out of 2. Pace car out of 2.
Sam, I wanted 5 more laps and I'd have caught you.
Yep.
Good shit there, Nolan.
I saw you coming.
Todd, I saw you trying to do some Carl Edwards video game move in turn 3.
I didn't know what it was going to do. I should have checked it. It actually stuck. I could have done a lot more with it, so I'll keep that in my little playbook for later.
All right, looks like everybody's going to come down pit road here. But that should alleviate the 35 to zoom right on by. Looks like Andrew Groves is also going to stay out here. He's 2 laps down, so he might pit when next time by, or take a wave around and get one of his 2 laps back. Hope for an early caution in stage 2. See the race off pit road. 13 edges out the 94. Mostly everybody comes out about the spot they went in, except Adam Lowe jumped a couple spots. Trevor Benz gained, broke even. Ben lost 2 spots on that pit stop. All right, so that's it for stage 1. Watching to see the 45. What does he do here? With the 35 getting a lap back, that'll put us 23 trucks on the lead lap, 24 still on the track. We have 1 truck out of the race. That's the 31 of Brendan Decker. 45 is going to wait here for the wave around. 1 to go. He's off. There goes the 35 leaving pit road now, getting his service after getting the lucky dog. So Andrew Groves will only be 1 lap down. Field is lining up, double file for this restart. Stage 2, all the way to the end of lap 60. Great racing tonight by these truck drivers. Really putting it to it, and going caution free for that first stage. Huge accomplishment by all. Let's see how they do on this second stage.
Andrew, I'll leave a gap. Come on up above me.
All right, field is lined up.
Green flag, green flag.
Green is out, and we're back to racing. Kyle Heath, a good jump there on that restart, gets him clear of the 94. Side by side, well behind him here. 2 wide throughout the field. See the 84 trying to dive underneath the 94 here, trying to get clear. Pushes up a little bit, does not get clear. Jump on board with the 66. Mr. Highside. His tires aren't heated up yet. Could be tough up there. Ooh, 84 got by the 94 for second. Looks like the 66 to the outside of the 94.
I went for that move outside.
Down to the bottom.
On low, so I just held on to it. Sorry about putting you 3 wide there.
No, I went to crossover underneath the 84, and I don't know if he started coming up a little bit or what, but I had to lift so we didn't turn him right.
And there's a pass for the lead, the 84 by the 13. 13's coming back on the outside. Is going to lead that lap. New leader. Nolan is up front. He's getting tight out of 2. Everybody's hungrier now. They know what their truck's got. 84 down and clear the 13. 13 down underneath the 84. Side by side. They touch. Here comes the 66 on the high side. The 13 looks to try to get clear, not clear.
So just, oh, you're good, bud. Just a lot of close racing.
84's hanging tight on the high side. Got the 66 behind him. Trying to get the run off the corner. The 13 comes up. Looks like the 84 is going to get clear. Good challenge made by the 84 there to get that spot and hold serve. But now he's got the next challenger in line is that 66. Todd
You're
Smith.
blinking a little bit.
Ooh, this is tight. 66 gets clear of Kyle for second. Kyle goes down to the bottom. Looks like 94 is following him on the bottom line. Ooh, close on exit between the 13 and the 66. It's right on board. Somebody say, boys, have at it. This is completely different than the first stage. And 94 right there behind the 13, sticking together. 84 and 66 doing the same thing.
I didn't mean to be down here. I'm letting off. Damn it.
The high side really working for the 84 and 66. You can gain time up in the corner going low, but then once you get to corner exit, you don't have the whole track. Can't come out of it with the momentum to match.
bud.
Those trucks are on the high side. They are putting it together there. Those front two trucks are really making something happen on this outside. Check back a little further. We've got Scotty Grove siding, double nickels up to 6th. Right behind Donald
Mark, if
Ray.
you need to go around, let me know.
Trevor Ben, 7th. Ben is
I'm just
in 8th.
cruising.
Larry's back to 9th. We have a gingerbread man sighting. Edwin's up to 10th. Just kind of checking through the field. Pretty good battles throughout here. 97 to 63 to 4, and here comes the 7. Ivan Deschamps underneath the 4. That's for 16th and 17th. You got 15th and 14th right in front of him here. 7 trying to get clear.
Tell me a break, bro.
Oh,
He don't cut brakes.
Yeah, that might cost him.
trouble for the 66. Hard
Hello,
into the
what's
wall.
up?
We're going to go back and take a look at that.
Kyle, you couldn't have timed that opinion any better.
Looks like the 66 went for a dive.
That might come back to bite him. I got a pit. My front end's tore off. Y'all watch out. I may pull up about half a lane. Give me some room here. I don't know if it's going to turn good or not.
Yeah, tough racing there. 84 gets the 66. They touch a couple times and the 66 hard into the wall. So he's damaged. He's got to stop. And now the 94. Battling for that top spot again like he was shot out of a gun at the beginning of the race and led most of stage 1. Now he's back to battle for it with the 84.
In fact, I gave room all night, just cruising. It almost pisses me off, but I ain't going to let it. Just rolled back there and watched.
Go low there, Morgan, please.
When is stage 2 in? Lap 60.
I mean, this pack really hasn't separated as much as it did the first time. And now the 94 has gotten side by side with the 84. Gets clear. Does he come up and shut the door? Yes, he does. The 84 goes for the crossover, though. he's got the 13 beside him. The
It'd be nice if I keep it out of the wall.
Just used a little bit too much of his stuff, maybe. Here we go. We're at 11 laps to go in the stage. New leader, new second place. Still a tight battle, though. The 84 is looking. Still running up high. Looks like the one of Donald Ray's coming into play here for third. And then the 55. Double nickels right there. It's coming. Scotty Grove is in the house, everybody. Running the middle line there. Entering into one. The one followed the 84 up the higher line in 1 and 2. Then you've got the 33 and 32 in 6th and 7th. They're not too far behind either. There's a lot of players right here in this pack. See a 13 try to gain just a little bit more time in 3 and 4. Everybody hits the apron. Staying in that draft.
Thank you, Core, for not turning me.
13. Ah, he's right there too. Like Andrew has entered and left the pits a couple of times here. Not sure what's happened to him. Guess his strategy of taking the wave around, maybe didn't have enough fuel to make it to the end of this stage would be my guess. And now he's spinning out on the apron, is that it? I couldn't tell. Oh, and he is out of the race. All right, back to the battle. 7 laps to go. Donald Ray just took 3rd place. Tight battle here. Seeing the 33, the yellow truck back there in the background. He's dropping back just a little bit from this group. 55's looking to the inside of the 84 for 4th. Looks like he's going to clear him. Third, 4th, 5th right there on your screen. There's 2nd and 1st. Justin Sumner in that 94. Running high, wide, and handsome. Scrapes the wall out of 4. Another run here for the 13. So yeah, just double checking. Looks like the 45 did leave the race lobby. He's out of the race. So we're down to 23 trucks in the field. And coming to the end of stage 2 here. The 66 is 1 lap down for green flag pit stop for repair. Great battle here side by side. 13 almost got up into the 94. Had to back it down on exit. Got tight. And here we go again. We've got 4 laps left in the stage. Pulled out a little bit of gap on the field. All right, we're at 3 laps to go, 2.5 now. 94 seems to have the 13 covered at the moment. He's actually pulled out by 1/10.5. To go. Make sure that went through. It did. We are good. All right, 13's closing back in for a run here. is working that high side to perfection. 13 gets it down low near the apron, comes back up. They are side by side. 1 to go at this stage. Edges out just a little bit. I think he's going to be clear of the 94. 94 scrubs the wall.
Good move.
All right. Looks like the Eagle is going to bring it home and finish first in stage 2 as well.
And it got me too tight.
Winner back-to-back stages. Congratulations to the 13.
Fellas, we have got
Justin comes in
very,
second,
very
Donald
difficult
third,
official this week.
Scotty
Make sure we're
fourth,
minding our P's and Q's.
Nolan fifth, Trevor sixth,
Now I got time to take
Ben
a couple
seventh,
sips of my beer.
Michael eighth, Adam ninth, and Larry comes home 10th for points in stage 2.
Nice race there, fourth.
That'll get the lucky dog to the 66. Give us all 23 trucks that are still on the track in the field on the lead lap. Whew.
Pace car to 2. Pace car to 2.
Apologize, I'm getting tired from just a long day, not from the racing. This has been exciting, but I have been sick all weekend, and me and my youngest at the bug this weekend, so we had a pretty long day, pretty long weekend, but this racing is, what a great race this has been with no on-track cautions so far. Great battles. We'll have to see what happens here in this third stage, you know, situational-wise with the 66, as he's going to get back on the lead lap. See how that plays out for him. Everybody else comes down pit road. 66 will take that lucky dog. Got trucks coming off pit road. The 13 edges out the 94.
Hey, Jay, you got coming?
Yeah, go ahead.
Could you look at the replay real quick for me? I mean, can't clear, but I was following a truck in front of me and somehow got an unsafe pit entrance. I also got an unsafe pit entrance too. I was behind him.
Yes, sir.
From what I can tell, it looked like it was safe, but you were like right side tires were on the line. Didn't clip the cone, but you were on the line. Both of you were, the 97 and the 20, so I'm wondering if that's what it was.
Yeah, well, fix that now.
Yeah, it gave me one too. That's probably what it was.
Womp womp.
You know, and all that excitement. Here we go. I had scrolled. Okay. All right, time to start stage 3.
Hey,
Again,
Scotty.
23 trucks on the lead lap. The Eagle has won the first 2 stages. Let's see how this 3rd stage starts out for him.
Ready, green
70
flag.
laps to go. The 84 starting to run up a little bit higher like he was at the beginning of stage 2. Trying to use that momentum on the high side to get back towards the front. 13 and 94 and 55 are pretty consistent, staying low here. Even the 33 back there as well. I see the 1.
Hey, I'll let you go, brother. I'm kind of just driving right now.
Me too, buddy. Go ahead.
I'm just riding too, Sam. I don't have any sound, so I can't hear shit.
Oh, man.
'94 by the 13. Clean pass through 1 and 2. Here comes the 33. Trevor Benz is here. He looks to the high side. Woo! Guys are getting it. 33 to the outside of the 13. This ought to be good.
I'm going to look here, Chuck.
Second place, Trevor Benz. Here comes Nolan. He's up to 4th. You're going to follow Trevor up to that higher line. Runs about the middle. Not running all the way up yet. Trying to carry that momentum as the 13 hits the apron. Gains a little bit of time.
How bad about picking him up? I don't know. I'm confused.
Right next to the 84 is the 55. Oh, so close on the corner exit. What a great camera shot. Oh, no, 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 no. They touch. The 84 was expecting the 55 to go down. He didn't go down. Not everybody likes to use that apron. Good save by the 84. Heck of a save. And he's still side by side. Great driving.
Come on up, no pressure.
Trevor Benz is our new leader. A shout out for T. Benz.
Yeah, I'll leave it that far.
Come on, Trevor. Leading the lap. Here we go. New leader, 33, Mr. Nesquik. Not just leading, but he is gapping out a little bit. 3/10 and growing over the 94. They are 3 wide back here. 84, 13, and 55. Side by side for 3rd. Who's going to come out ahead in this one? 55 using the apron now. 13 and 84 touch. 2 wide. 84 gets a run. Good run on the outside. Is he going to clear the 55? 55 doesn't go up to take that spot, so the 13 jumps up there to take it. He's going to try to stay to his outside, then comes back down behind him. Now he goes for the undercut. He's going to cross him over maybe. Here he goes, looking down low. He's there just barely by a bumper. Side by side now, door to door. Into 1. Jump on the 1 here. Watch this battle. 84 scrubs the wall out of 2. 33 is running that high side, 3 and 4 right there. Pulling out half a second gap over 2nd place, Justin Sumner. And it's still growing. guys are putting on a show tonight in these trucks. Figured Kansas was going to provide some really good racing, and these guys have brought it to the table. Right now, just checking on standings where guys are at. An update on the lucky dog from the Stage 2 caution, Todd Smith. He's still in the back, 23rd spot. Hasn't gained anything yet. Sounds like he wasn't pushing on this restart. So he is about 10 seconds back of the lead. Almost 11 now. So he is falling back a good bit as the field's starting to spread out. Guys are just giving it. 55 and the 13 putting on a heck of a battle in front of the 1 here. The 13 tries to get underneath the 55. Tight in. Tries to let it rotate down to the line. Now he's going to try to clear him. And he does. Oh, the Eagle with a great move in front of the 55. Great driving by those drivers to not mess that up. Great respect by these competitors on track. Some really good close tight racing as the 13 then does the same thing on the front stretch on the 84. Here comes the 1. He says it's my turn. He gets tight though. He has to back out of the throttle. Got another truck to his outside, the 52. Loses a spot in that try. Now he's got the 58 to his inside. You couldn't even see that from the roof cam. Company everywhere. Let's check in on our leader, Trevor Benz. What's it look like from the gearbox? Yeah, that's what a second looks like. Trevor said, I'm going. Y'all can come with me or y'all can stay back there. 1.1 second lead for the 33 truck. Checking a little bit back here, looking at this pack. I mean, we've got basically, what, 3rd through 12th? 13th, all in this pack. Yeah, 11 cars in this pack. Excuse me. The 13 just gets a little bit of breathing room ahead of the 84. Now the 52 has been coming up through the field here, and now he is battling for 4th. Mike Kennedy tries to get position on Nolan here. Didn't make it stick that time. Falls back a little bit. Now he's under attack from the 55 on the outside.
Now you'd have a truck, man. I saw you. It's all right, buddy.
Still checking back out. I'm not sure what the 66 is doing unless he's trying to play the long, long game. He is 15 seconds off the pace and he is alone by himself. Not sure what's going on for our point leader. But now Trevor Benz maybe just pushed it a little too hard, because that lead is dropping quickly. 94 is coming. And he's coming quickly. Is now that 1.1 second lead is down to under a half of a second. Call that premature something. I think they make pills for that. But in racing, nothing for that. We see the 33 is is definitely going to be falling back here to the 94. The 94 is just 2/10 now. Just a couple truck lengths. Now he's looking to the inside. Going to come up behind him on the backstretch here, try to get a run. 33 gets loose out of 2. Side by side. Looks like the 94 is going to lead that lap.
Stay out there. I'll let you know when you come down.
Going to clear the 33, and up he comes. Woo! 33 for the crossover. Not yet. I'm not done trying. Trevor bends to the inside. Try to get that bottom to rotate, not get tight off here. Ooh.
I just can't hear my motor, so I can't tell anything about RPMs.
And that battle has brought the 13 into play. 13 goes to run even higher. Oh, Trevor falls back to 3rd. The Eagle is there inside of the 94. Side by side, door to door. Heck of a battle here for this lead. Nobody wants to keep it, but everybody wants to have it. It's like a game of hot potato today, boys. All right, looking further back, the 84 and 55 are looking to the inside of the 33. He might fall back from 3rd to 5th on this lap. And does. 55 going for the double bubble, though, as he's to the inside of the 84. Scotty Grove is coming, boys.
You're blinking a bit.
That Tyler is out of the race. They didn't tell me he left. Weird. All right. As this battle for the lead continues, the 94 holds serve. Going through the field. Let's do that. We haven't done that yet. Let me pop the screen up. Justin Sumner. That's our leader in the 94. Second place, Kyle Heath. Winner of Stage 1 and Stage 2 tonight. Third place, Scotty Grove. He is up a total of 15 spots from where he qualified. Biggest mover of the race. And it's that pay window's opening, so that's usually where you see the 55 up front. Nolan, he's up to 4th. He's led some laps. He's been battling really well on that high side. Got that thing working for him tonight. That truck has been super fast. Trevor Benz led here a little while ago, pulled out to a bit of a lead, and then field kind of came back to him. Tires probably getting a little bit worn out on that 33 truck, but he's holding serve in 5th place, still up 10 spots from his qualifying where he started the race. Donald Ray in the 1 truck is running 6th. Currently 4 spots down from where he started the race. Been fast all night running in the top 5, top 6, so still there, ready to go. And then we've got Ben Summerford, 32. He's up 1 spot from where he qualified. He's been running the tail end of the top 10 all race long, right in this area here that he is now. And looks like he's starting to put some pressure on maybe getting the 6th here. Right behind him is Michael Kennedy in the 52 truck. Currently 8th, excuse me. Got the 58 looking to his inside. Adam Lowe running 9th.
Sorry, down on. I got loose right there.
No, you're good.
Further back, you've got the 28 of Alex Fuller. He's running in 10th spot. Being challenged right now by Edwin James for 10th. And then the 34 of Larry Eddy's right there in 12th. Corey Crandall had some issues with what looked to be a netcode hit into the wall in stage 1. Running 13th, so he's rebounded a good bit here. Still trying to continue moving forward. 14 of Joseph Klein is currently in 14th spot. He's up 10 spots from where he started the race. A little bit further back is the 19 of Morgan Sterling. He is 8 spots up from where he started the race in 15th. Mark Owlett in the 80. He's up 9 spots from where he started in 16th position. Being challenged right now by the 97 of Samuel Carter in 17th. Behind them, you've got the 27 of Hunter Davis and the 4 of Michael Ware battling for 18th and 19th.
Yeah, Michael, I just seen you there. I wasn't trying to block you. If you get back to me, I'll let you go by.
A little bit further back, you got the 7 of Ivan Deschamps. He's running in 20th place.
84 pitting in.
63 of Adam
28
Spear is running in 21st. And Todd Smith is back to 22nd and looks to be that he has made a pit stop. Just ran the fastest lap of the race. If I'm not mistaken, just double checking. Yep, he pitted 3 laps ago. We're hearing pit stops are starting to happen. The 84 and the 28 are on pit road. Battle for first between the 94, the 13, and 55 is only tightened even more. There is a gap in the field as these front 3 have kind of pulled away, and look at the 13 underneath the 94.
Glass half full, brother.
Exactly, buddy.
It didn't get clear though, so the 94 has the run on that outside.
Shut up. I'm just kidding.
Got more trucks on pit road, the 14, 27, and the 63. They hit hard.
Sorry, I thought you went to the bottom.
That was a tough hit. Woo.
Oh, God.
That was crazy, y'all. Y'all scared me. Holy cow. 13 gets clear of the 94. Right up in front of him here on corner exit. Now the 94 goes for the crossover. These guys are just not stopping. Really good battling for this lead. $13 holds that outside.
One car pitting. One car
is
pitting here, Ben.
One car is pitting.
97 pitting, man. 97 pitting.
All right, got a couple more coming to pit road this time.
Hey, guys.
$13 and $94 still duking it out. Ooh, $94 got tight. Had to back out of it. That's going to give the $13 the clear lead currently.
58 pitting this time.
Well, how long do these guys stay out?
19 pitting.
Oh, the 94 changes his mind, and the 55 right down pit road real quick. Oh, man. That was a
32
quick
pitting this time.
left
32
turn.
pitting.
Now the 13 has to pit this time, right? He can't stay out. Fresh tires are going to be so hard to combat with here. What does he do? There he is, slowing down.
Hey, me.
Oh, did he stop? Did he? Oh, Please tell me. It looked like he was speeding. He went in there fast. I don't know. I don't see anything on my info. So it looks like he must be good, unless it's not telling him yet, but it usually tells you right away. So 13 and the 32 are on pit road getting service. That gives the lead to the 52. Right now, it looks to be our top 8 have not been on pit road yet. $52 down pit road, 35 down pit road. All right, that leaves the top 6. Looking back at guys who have pitted. Right now, the leader of those who have been down pit road is the 84. By a good bit. He's trying to get his lap back. Ooh, the 33 tight there in entry. He's going to let the 63 get by as well. The 33, the 46, and the 4 staying out so far. Looks like the 7's on pit road now, along with the 80. These guys have gone 42 laps now, these top 3. 42 laps on these tires. And they are staying out longer. The field has so much more speed than them. We're at under 30 to go. Seeing all these trucks fly by and get their lap back. This is only going to make it tougher for these guys to continue. We got 46. Issues for the 46. No caution. I heard a sound, looked over, and I had a X's. 55 drives into the back of the 46 on fresher tires. Let's jump on with Scotty. It's a tight hole.
I didn't know where you was going.
That was a tight
My
hole.
fault. I was just trying to go inside out of the way.
No, you're good, bud. We just met at a bad spot.
Well, that has put Edwin on the pit road. Maybe earlier than he planned. That was a hard hit. He did get a meatball flag out of that hit in the wall, so that's a tough break for the 46. Trying to run those tires out longer. 33's coming down pit road this time.
Hey, Puddin', bye, Puddin'.
And so that will leave the 4, Michael Ware, as our leader. If he stays out here, he will assume the lead. New member, first race with First Gear Racing. He is now the leader here tonight. As Trevor's on pit road, and Nolan's about 12 seconds back. And everybody else has been down pit road except for this Ford truck. Stays out, leads his first lap. Gone 47 laps since the last time on pit road.
Full pitting.
4 is coming down pit road. Slows up to come down on the apron. Slow, cautious entry for him, not sliding in like a lot of other drivers we saw. Nice and smooth. And there we go. Nolan takes the lead with 24 laps to go. All right, let's check behind here. Times get updated. Justin Sumner, he's on 5-lap fresher tires. Kyle Heath on 6-lap fresher tires are catching Nolan. Sit about 8/10 behind, and then there's a gap back to Alex Fuller. It's 3 seconds behind the lead. You got Donald Ray looking to his inside for 4th. A little bit further back, you got Scotty, Adam, and then Michael, all kind of spaced out a little bit. Check back in up front. That 84 definitely has company coming. 94 and 13 have gotten closer. And they're there. Side by side for the lead. Ivan, he's a lap down, just a lap down to the lead. He's on the freshest tires of everybody in this group of 4, trying to get his lap back.
Fast.
Michael might have had Michael Ware in the 4 might have had a spin coming off pit road. See, the 7 gets by, the 84 as well with those fresher tires. Still a lap down though, trying to get that lap back. The leaders are right in front of him as the 94 and 13. Nose to tail going into 1 here. We're at 20 laps to go. Pay windows open, boys. See what happens here. 13 holding tight to the back bumper of that 94, but that 7 is there.
Trevor, do you want the outside? Never mind.
Excuse me, sorry about that. Tried to mute my mic in time. Whew. All right. I think I'm good for now. All right. Battle side by side between the 13 and 94.
Hitting, 55, hitting.
55 is
Hey, y'all
hitting.
come on by. I took a gamble. It ain't going to work. I'm slow.
Oof. Don't know what happened to the 55. It's coming down pit road. Checking in on the freshest tires on track. Trevor Benz, 9 laps on his tires. He is up to 10ths. Closing on the field, but he's got a lot of time to make up, and we're coming to 16 to go. Now they've swapped spots. 13 has the lead. 94 stay right on his tail. And that 7 trying to stay with him. trying to be ready for Lucky Dog if there's a yellow, maybe try to get back in front of the lead, but he hasn't interfered, so he hasn't been pushing super hard to try to get by him, but he's been hanging in their draft and running with them very well here. The past handful of laps we've been watching. 55 did make a pit stop. It was just a 5-second stop, so I don't know if it was just for fuel or damage or whatnot, but he is back up and going. He is currently 1 lap down in 20th.
Boy, if I'd run the bottom, it'd push like a dump truck. I had to stay up top, buddy. Sorry.
All good, Todd.
To go. Still just a truck length between our front two competitors here. And in the distance, Nolan got past for the lead. He was on a little bit older tires. He pitted earlier than these guys, but he's held serve in third. He's 1.7 seconds back. He's still got a couple seconds, it looks like, ahead of fourth. So Donald Ray really hasn't made up a lot of time on that gap at all. And Donald's got
check up there. Yeah, I'll go low here,
so it's not a huge difference. But Nolan is holding serve in P3. Good run for the 84 truck. Woo! This guy's got close. Was that the 14? Ooh, that was close.
That's good.
Well, that's going to give us 15 trucks on the lead lap. We still have Michael Ware's on pit road. I think he's making a stop. I don't know if he's staying there, but right now we do have 21 trucks on the track. 22 if you count Michael Ware on pit road in the 4. Entered the pits and, well, connection. All right, so that's another one gone. That'll give us 21. 14's coming down pit road. Strategy play didn't work out. We tend to go. Checking gaps. Donald Ray is starting to close in on Nolan just a little bit. Trevor Benz, his succession through the field has been slow but steady. He's up to 10th.
Good job, Nolan.
Right to the back bumper of the 13. 8 laps to go. Looks like Joseph made his pit stop earlier and back out on track. Seven to go. Still tight for this lead here. It's a 13 and 94. Been the 2 strongest trucks, it seemed like, all race. It's going to come down to them in these last 6 laps as they cross the line with 6 to go coming this time.
One high or low there, Donald?
You can just run your line out of it.
94 is making that high side work for him. It's keeping the momentum up to stay closed into the 13 down the straights. Now the 13 goes up high in 3 and 4. A bit of dirty air to the 94. Back down to the bottom in 1 and 2. 94 stays up high. The gap really doesn't change. It still sits about 2 seconds ahead of Donald Ray. Just under 2 second gap between 3rd and 4th. Alex Fuller's in 5th. Close battle with Adam Lowe and Michael Kennedy. 5th, 6th, and 7th. Benz is up to 9th. Here comes the 94. He's been waiting for the 13 to run high at the right time. He tries to make that bottom work in 1 and 2. 13 had been running the bottom. Couldn't make it stick and actually loses a little bit of time. Now the 13 goes to run low, back the corner up. He's going to get good drive off here. So does the 94 running high. Going to give him a run. 3 laps to go. What does the 13 do? He chooses low again. 94 runs that higher line. Going to keep him about 2/10 and slowly gaining, but it's just not enough to get to him. 13
This is not the
low.
league to bet on a caution for.
That's a change with him running low like that on both ends. It's given that 94 a chance to have a little bit closer run here, coming to 2 to go. I think he's faster in 1 and 2 on the bottom, but he almost has to run high in 3 and 4 and keep that dirty air, although he did stretch it out by 1/2 a tenth there. I could be wrong.
Leader, I'm pinning this lap.
7 is pitting right in front of the leaders. Uh-oh, 94 is falling back a little bit more. It's 3.5 tenths at the line. Last lap, white flag for the Eagle and the 94, Justin Sumner. What a battle this has been.
I waited too long.
Thank you. I waited at the right time.
Out of turn 4 comes Kyle Heath in the 13. He's going to win tonight's truck race at Kansas. Justin Sumner second. Nolan is coming home third. Great job. Donald Ray 4th. Adam Lowe 5th. Alex Fuller 7th. Michael Kennedy 7th. Sorry, Alex Fuller 6th.
I don't know how you made that mistake.
8th. Trevor Benz 9th.
Hey, heck of a race, guys. I appreciate everyone coming out. Thanks for coming to the Kyle Heath, Justin Sumner show.
11th.
We are off next week. 12th. Have a great Easter, and we'll see you guys here in a couple weeks.
13th and Edwin James 14th on the lead lap.
Yeah, great run, everybody. Enjoyed the hell out of that.
I just sat down in there. I didn't expect to stick either, but figured I'd try. But that was fun racing with a lot of guys tonight. Glad I came out.
Yeah, guys, appreciate y'all. I will see you guys whenever we come back. I'll be enjoying Rockingham next week.
What a race. Congratulations to the Eagle on winning tonight. Great finish. Justin Sumner, a heck of a run for second. And Nolan Milnes third with a differing strategy, pitting a little bit earlier than the others, and really able to hold on and manage for a great third place finish. Fast trucks by all those drivers. So as we get prepared here, we're going to do some interviews. get this stuff fired up here real quick. All right, let's get Nolan in here, P3 tonight. Hey, Nolan, it's Jason in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. You got me?
Yes, sir. P3 for you tonight. Congratulations. Fast truck. You had that high side working well for you all night. Anything? I mean, I know you pitted a little bit earlier than the others on that final stage, that final stop of the race. Didn't have the tires there at the end, it looked like, but you had great speed all night. Anything you could have done different to maybe battle for that win?
Nah, I don't think so. Those guys are just faster than me. I tried to split it in half thereabouts. In my mind, I was thinking about what would halfway be. You know, I wanted to extract the most out of each set of tires. Everyone ran clean all night, so it was really good. No cautions, and yeah, I was just betting on there being no caution, just seeing if that worked. But you know, those guys came back. Thankfully, we evened out. I was scared I was going to lose more positions, but yeah, I'm happy to settle with P3. Yeah, I actually got some stage points tonight. I don't usually do that because I usually drive not very aggressive, but tonight I was like, track position matters, and I'm tired of finishing in the top 5 and losing points, like going down in points. So I said, all right, I'm just going to drive selfishly, I would say. So I don't know. That's how it worked. That's how I got points and how I finished there. So.
Yeah, it works, man. You paid off, got some stage points, and ended up with a really good finish tonight in what was a super clean truck race. Kansas seems to provide some great racing. It's a fun track to race these trucks at, and everybody was pretty much on top of their game. We only had a couple of slight contacts between drivers, but no big wrecks or anything, and it was some really good, fun racing to watch, and I would guess to be in, because that's the best kind of racing. I wish I was on track with you guys because it looked fun. But great job tonight. Heck of a finish, heck of a run. You had it working good for you tonight, and sometimes you got to be a little selfish and go for those stage points, and that's what that season's going to build up to, right? We're halfway now through the regular season, so 9 races down, 9 races to go before the playoffs, and there's points out there on the table to be had. So top 10 in points make it to the playoffs. So definitely got to strive to try to get as many points as you can and make it happen, so that way you can be in that top 10 in the playoffs and race for a championship.
Exactly. So I figured, hey, if that's the game we got to play, that's how I'm going to play it. So
absolutely,
yep.
Man.
So I want to apologize and use my shout out to the 66. I just assumed he was going to run high. I'm looking now at the replay from the contact of that. I'll probably talk to him about it. I was just trying to run the middle. I figured he was going to run the top. He came down into me and I was in the middle lane, and I guess I don't know, he was going to go lower than I expected, and I feel bad because he was mad. I guess Kyle was mad too. I don't really know what his deal is, but anyway, everyone was mad. But 66, yeah, I want to apologize just because I just thought he was going to run the high side. He followed me up top the whole time. I just assumed that's what was going to happen. But yeah, I'll probably relay that message to him too. But yeah, it's just unfortunate because, you know, he and I were working together, and I do feel bad about it. But
yeah, and that stuff happens. I mean, you try to make the best of it that you can, and you still have to choose your line, and he has to choose a line that's not taken. So I mean, it happens sometimes where, you know, one and another changes or, you know, assumes where somebody's going to be, and that one didn't pan out, you know. But still good racing. Heck of a run for you tonight, and you know, again, 3rd place, good points tonight. Can't wait to get those updated to see where everybody stands. But heck of a run, and we'll see you back on track here soon. Okay, bud?
Yeah, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You have a good night.
You too.
All right, that was Nolan, our 3rd place finisher tonight. And now we'll bring in Justin. Justin, it's Jason in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do, Jason.
Hey, man, great run tonight. You had a fast truck through and through, showed it in practice, showed it in qualifying, and in the race, you let that darn Eagle win all the stages and the race. What could you have done different to get by him and change this outcome of tonight's race?
Honestly, I really don't know. I'm not too good at saving tire over the long run. My teammate Scotty is that part in our team. I'm good on the short runs, but I guess I probably could have tried to block a little bit and give him a little bit of dirty air. Maybe it would have wore his tire out a little bit, but yeah, that wall to wall action out here tonight was pretty fun. Just being able to pace myself is my biggest issue. I'll get to where if I get, if I'm getting pushed a little bit or something like that, I try to get a little bit of space because I know here, or at least the way it used to be, I got to get used to the update. But you used to be able to get out in front of somebody, and if you get over at least a half a second, you could kind of pull away from them if you hit your marks, and that just was not the case tonight. So, hats off to Kyle. He ran an awesome race, almost flawless. We did knock around a little bit on the front stretch a little bit. It scared me too. I heard you said it scared you, but it scared me too.
That was a good one. That was a good thud. I was not expecting that, and I know you weren't either because you're expecting him to be down lower. And I mean, that was like, whoa, what's happened? I didn't know if you got loose or, like, in the moment, I'm like, oh my goodness, they're about to wreck. And that was crazy.
Yeah, he started to go down, but he just went down to the line or a little bit above the line and stopped, and I was full intent, full send on it, going to the line, to at least kind of hold him down a little bit so his entry wouldn't be as great at a one. But yeah, we we hit, and I kind of tried to regroup a little bit, but all in all, I had a good race. I hate my teammate Scotty kind of got caught up in some stuff with Evan earlier, but I have to go back and look, see what happened there. But I think if he would have been there and not gotten any damage from that, I think me and Kyle might have had our hands full.
Yeah, he definitely was doing his thing. He was the whole race. Scotty was doing his thing of taking care of the truck and being ready for that last run, and knowing, he's always saving. He's always being, he takes care of his stuff better than most, and it was just watching him work his way through the field tonight. And then in that last stage, it looked like he was on, fresh tires. The 46 hadn't pitted yet, and it looked like the 46 ran like middle, like half a lane off the bottom and maybe almost a full truck length, but was starting to come down. And Scotty it was such a speed difference. Scotty really didn't have anywhere to go but to try to still squeeze it in the bottom because he had committed. And they got together. It was tough to, it's one of those things. You got 20-mile-an-hour difference between truck with fresh tires and a truck on 40-some lap old tires. It looked worse than what it was, but the 46 got the brunt of it. I saw Scotty pitted there at the end. I'm assuming he had some damage from it and probably had to take care of the truck. But
he did. He was getting sideways on entry. It was so bad, and so he. But I believe he would have had us covered if we would have went green because he would have had a good stop. When it comes to our team, he takes the cake with the tire saving. I'm pretty envious of it. But yeah, like I said, we had a great night. Good showing for BCM, all things considered. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate the fun race.
Yeah, man, heck of a run. It was great to watch. Appreciate all you guys that came out tonight and put on a heck of a show. It was fun. That was some really good side-by-side hard truck racing, and it was like I said, clean. We had a little dust-ups in the doors and the contacts, but we had no bad wrecks. We had no cautions for cause. Just, good hard-nosed stage racing, and then when it came down to that longer stage, that last stage, and had to make a green flag pit stop, I don't think not a single driver got a black flag or any penalties for green flag pit stops, which is just unheard of. It's so easy to drive into these pit roads with just a little bit too much speed. I don't think anybody had that happen tonight too. So that's another props to everybody tonight for such a clean race and a great event.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's kind of what ramped up that last stage because you had guys running, ripping the top, starting out in the stage, and I knew their tires were going to go bad. The 33, he took off, but I knew that was going to bite him in the end. And but it bit me a little bit more than it got Kyle. So either way, kudos to Kyle, and appreciate you guys putting on an awesome race.
Well, we appreciate you being here, and again, congratulations on that second place, and we'll see you back on track really soon. Okay, bud?
Thank you, Jason.
All right, have a good night. All right, that was Justin Sumner. P2 tonight. Now it's time to bring up the Eagle, this crazy fool. Eagle, it's Jason in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep, gotcha.
All right, man. What can I say? Race sweep. Stage 1, Stage 2, and the finish. Great job tonight. P1. I just got done talking to Justin. I think the scariest moment of the race, I think you guys had 2 of them. One was when you guys doored, when Justin thought you were going down to the apron and doored, because that scared the crap out of me. I thought the leaders were wrecking. And then I think the second one was when you guys came up on the lap car in turn 3 or turn 1. It was pretty close in speed. Those are the 2 scariest moments I had for you guys tonight. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, I think the scariest one was on the front stretch where he pretty much doored me, and it scared me. You know, I can't wait for his interview. That way I can change my underwear. Yeah, that was scary because I was already kind of weird feeling. Next thing I know, looked like I was getting ready to keep turning left. I'm like, oh Lord. Luckily, I saved it and was able to keep going. But man, I'm like, whoa, whoa.
Well,
let's not do that again.
I should have mentioned it while I was interviewing him. Is that I would have done it to you too, because that War Eagle needs some battle scars on the side of it. So he helped you out with that. But still a great race. No cautions for cause, just a 2-stage breaks. Great drive through and through. Anything pop out to you other than that door with him? I mean, you guys had a great battle. You guys were going back and forth in every stage. We had a lot of competitors on these fresh tires and restarts and such that were like, it was a pack of trucks. Certainly at the beginning of this 3rd stage, we had like 12 trucks in that main pack. It seemed like nobody could get away at all. But you found your way to the front and battled your way with him for a good bit, and then got out in front of him. And I thought he was going to have enough for you there at the end, because he stayed right on you. But you were able to hold him off. You took care of your stuff just a little bit better than he did, and made that move when it needed to be done, and was able to pull away and lead by what I think was just a half a second was the gap there at the finish.
Yeah. That first stage, that was a lot of fun. I think 3 of us basically just took off, and I think Nolan slowly caught back up to us, and then the next thing I know, it was just me and Justin battling it out. And once I got around him, it was pretty much easy going. And then the second stage come out, and we had a little bit more cars up underneath the blanket. And like you said, that last stage, it was tight. It was tight. It was fun. I didn't want to really drive too hard, but it really does suck starting in the lead, because you get so much run from the cars behind you to be able to catch you.
Yeah.
So, and I couldn't ever really drive my normal line and how I wanted to drive because of the dive bomb. So I had to, be careful and pick and choose how I can, just manage who was around me and where I was going.
Right.
But
right.
it was awesome. No cautions, especially that last stage. That way we can run it out and let the pit cycle choose how you drove. A lot of drivers pit early, and I was so nervous because I think it was Edwin and Trevor. They stayed out, a lot more laps, and I was like, you know what? I bet this is probably going to happen right here. The caution going to come out. They're going to have their little freshies, and they're going to drive them to the Goodyear Eagles or off of them.
I thought that play was going to work for them too. They stayed out a good while longer, and I was like, well, maybe the back end, you can make up some of that time. And Trevor did. He came back on track like 15th or 16th and worked his way up to 9th, but just all the time lost on those older tires that he wore out pretty early in that run, because he took that lead, pulled out from you guys a little bit, and then
I told him on the radio. I told him on the radio. I'm like, you using them tires already, ain't you? Man, he was gone. He was flying, but man, I just knew whenever they finally, get that past that threshold, it was, he was going to be dropping like a fly.
Yep. And
that
happened. That happened. It's hard. It's hard to prevent that and be that fast. You start going that fast and you're pulling away from everybody else, you're using your stuff up too much. But good race, great race. It was fun to watch. It was fun to call. Really great battles throughout. You kept the truck clean. Little scratch on the side, just battle scars. That's all. And that's
I have no X's.
Justin and no X's. There you go. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. You get a race with no X's, no issues, no drama, and you dominate for the full suite tonight. So well done, sir.
Thank you.
Before we let you go tonight, anybody you want to give a shout out to or thanks to?
Well, I give a big shout out to FGR, and big shout out to Justin racing me clean as best as he could, other than that one hiccup. And I know one time I kind of bumped him in the rear. I think it was in the middle of 3 and 4, and I didn't mean to unsell his truck, but I could have kept on going, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Just let him get his bearings back. But all in all, that was good. And appreciate all the admins here. I'm ready to kind of relax now. After the last 3 nights, I'm ready to relax a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be good for you. All the drinking you did, all the bathroom breaks, the fishing yesterday, the hard
Hey, I
racing.
had no bathroom breaks tonight.
I know you didn't take one tonight. You can't when you got big dogs in the series. You can't. You don't get no break. we let Justin and Scotty and them come in here, and you're in trouble because they're calling for you. They're coming for you.
Well, the trucks here just not enough laps, really.
Right. It is a shorter event. Yeah.
Yeah. If we had 100 more laps to go, extra 100 laps, it would have been different. But you have short stages, so you don't have that opportunity to.
True. That's true. But nonetheless, you made it through, so you did good this weekend. I know the whole weekend didn't work out that way, but happy birthday to you anyways for yesterday, and congratulations on the win. And we'll see you back on track. Since you're off this week, does that mean you're racing tomorrow night?
Well, we'll see what happens with everything. I would like to. I don't know where the racing's at, but I would like to.
It's at a track.
That's
it's
for
round.
sure.
You go in circles, so it's
okay.
It's not that bad.
Okay. I did get an opportunity last Monday to get on there, and then I screwed myself up. So
yeah,
I was like, what, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, it was fun to have you last week. This week we race. Tomorrow night we race Gateway.
Ooh, yeah, I'm definitely going to try to be there. I like that track.
It's a fun track. So, all right, man. Well, congratulations again. Heck of a race. Good job on the win. Good job on 0 X's. I know you needed that.
I'm hoping these stage wins will kind of help me move up in points because I missed 4 races or something like that.
3 or 4 or something like that. But yeah, you've been gaining when you have been racing. So tonight hitting max points is probably going to do you pretty good.
Yep.
Who got fastest lap? Oh, you didn't get
Todd
max points. Todd did. Sorry, you lost a point there. Todd got
it.
Too bad. So sad. Just have to try harder in a couple weeks when we're back. We're off next week for Easter, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks at North Wilkesboro with the trucks. So that'll be fun.
Oh, another North Wilkesboro. Nice. Wilkinsboro.
Sorry, Trevor. This one's for you. North Wilkinsboro. We're there in 2 weeks. But nonetheless, I'll let you go, Kyle. You have a great night. Congratulations again, and we'll see you back on track maybe tomorrow night in the IndyCars.
Yep. Later.
Right, take care, buddy. All right. So that is going to be it for us tonight. Again, congratulations to Kyle Heath on getting the win, the stage wins. Great race for him. Justin Sumner, dominant truck all night, very fast. Nolan in the 84, super fast all night, had that high side working for him. Donald Ray, top 5 truck all night. Adam Lowe up 5 spots from where he started. He started 10th, finished 5th. Great track, great run for him and his truck tonight here at this track. Our biggest gainer on the race for the night, actually, when we're looking at positions gained from start to finish, goes to the 80, Mark Ouellette. Plus 8 spots from where he started to where he finished in 17th. Great job by him. Then we had Alex Fuller was plus 7. He finished 6th. Great drive by him. And then a couple drivers that had plus 6 for the night. Trevor Benz finished 9th. And who was the other one? Samuel Carter finished 13th. Tough race tonight. No big cautions, just the 2 stage breaks. Not a lot of chance to make changes and strategy. Had to make that green flag pit stop work. And we saw a battle between 2 of the fastest in the series. that we see in the league week in and week out between the 94 and 13. Put a show on for us here for tonight. So thank you all again for watching and participating with us. Hope you all have a great night. Truck Series is off next Sunday for Easter, so we'll see you in 2 weeks at North Wilkinsboro for you, Trevor. But we appreciate all of you. Please like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Share it with friends and family. Let's get our name out there. Help us out as we continue to grow and get First Gear Racing and First Gear Network even bigger. So thanks to everybody for participating. Y'all have a great night. Have a great rest of your weekend for what's left of it. And have a great week this week. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Good night.